Hey crochet friends, I'm Tiffany and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to part 2 of this Moose Lovey. Okay, we are going to start with a slip knot. So I lay my yarn like this. I pinch the bottom with my thumb and pointer, and then I pinch the top with my middle and ring finger. I make a heart. I go underneath this loop. I rotate just my right hand. I turn both of my hands together, and then I grab this yarn and then I pull my hands apart. Grab your hook, go through the loop, and then pull these 2 strands of yarn till that knot gets closer to your hook. We're going to chain 6, so go in front of the yarn, wrap it around, pull through for 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to do a single crochet in each chain across. So go into the second chain, go behind your yarn, pull it through, wrap the yarn around, pull through, and then you still want to mark your first stitch. And go into the next chain, do a single crochet for 2 single crochets,
3 single crochets, 4 single crochets,
and 5 single crochets. Now you're gonna turn or just rotate this work, and you're gonna go on the other side and go under the same 5 stitches. So technically you're really going into the same exact stitch right here on the end to do your first single crochet, and then you're going to go into the next 4 chains. It's just upside down now. On the other side.
And the last one.
And you're going to have 10 total single crochets. You're going to rotate your work again because you want where your stitch is marked. That's going to be the first stitch of the next round. Make sure you get the front loop and the back loop. And we're going to do 2 single crochets in every single stitch around. Starting in this very first stitch, and mark your first single crochet. And go back down into the same exact stitch and put a second single crochet. Go to the next stitch, do 2 single crochets. Next stitch, do 2 single crochets. Okay, for round 3 and round 4, we're just doing 1 single crochet in every single stitch. One single crochet in the next, 1 single crochet in the next. Okay, for round 5, we're going to do 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. Go back into the same stitch, do another single crochet, and then in each of the next 4 stitches just do 1 single crochet and 4, and repeat that all the way around. 2 single crochets in the next stitch, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 4. Okay, for round 6 we're just going to do 1 single crochet in every single stitch. One single crochet in the next, 1 in the next. Okay, for this next round we're going to single crochet 2 together with the next 2 stitches, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. So start by going into the next stitch, grab your yarn, pull through, go into the very next stitch, grab your yarn, pull through, then wrap the yarn around and pull through all 3 stitches, and then go into each of the next 4 stitches with 1 single crochet, and do that all over again. Do your single crochet 2 together and 4 single crochets. Okay, for round 8 we are going to single crochet 2 together and then do 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So do your single crochet 2 together and 1 single crochet in the next and 1 single crochet in the next. You'll do this 5 total times. Single crochet 2 together and then 1 single crochet in the next and 1 in the next. Okay, for this next round we're gonna do 2 single crochets in the next stitch and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. So go into the next stitch, do 1 single crochet, go back into the same exact stitch and do another one. Then do 1 single crochet in the next and 1 single crochet in the next. Do 2 single crochets in the next, 1 single crochet in the next, and 1 in the next, and keep doing that all the way around. Okay, for this next round we're going to do 2 single crochets in the next and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches all the way around. Go back into the same stitch, put your second single crochet, then go into the next stitch, 1 single crochet, and in the next for 4, and then do that all over again. 2 single crochets in the next and 1 single crochet in each of the next 4. Okay, and for this round you're going to do 2 single crochets in the next and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 5 stitches all the way around. In the same stitch do another, and then do 5 single crochets and 5, and then do 2 single crochets in the next stitch, then do 5 single crochets. Okay, for round 12 we're going to do 2 single crochets in the next stitch and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches all the way back to the stitch marker. Then do 6 single crochets. Then repeat that, 2 single crochets in the next and then 6 single crochets. Okay, and for this next round we're going to do 2 single crochets in the next and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. Two single crochets in that first stitch and then do 1 single crochet in 7 stitches and 7, and then repeat that all over again. 2 single crochets in the next and 7 single crochets. For round 14 to round 18 we're just doing 1 single crochet in every single stitch for all 5 of those rounds. Super easy rounds. And we have 36 stitches, so we're going to just keep having 36. Okay, at this step is when you want to add some polyfill, and then if you want to do your safety eyes instead of sewing them on, you want to do it while you can still access the inside. So these eyes, I placed them on rounds 12 and 13. They cover 2 rows and they're spaced about 6 stitches apart. Okay, this is 31 grams now, and it was 22 not stuffed, so I added about 9 grams of stuffing so far. Okay, for this next round, we are going to start our decreases by doing single crochet 2 together, and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 7 stitches. So go into the very next stitch, start your single crochet 2 together, then go into the next stitch, do 1 single crochet and 7, and then do your single crochet 2 together and do your 7 single crochets. Okay, for this next round we're going to do single crochet 2 together and then 1 single crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Go into the next stitch and 6, and then do a single crochet 2 together with the next 2 stitches, and then do 6 single crochets. Okay, for this round we're going to single crochet 2 together and then do 5 single crochets. Go into the next stitch and 5, and then do your single crochet 2 together and then do 5 single crochets. Okay, we're going to do single crochet 2 together, and then we're going to do 4 single crochets. Go into the next and 4, and repeat that all the way around. Do single crochet 2 together and then do 4 single crochets. Okay, at the end of this round I'm going to add some more polyfill, and I measured out this like final bunch, and it's 7 grams. Okay, I actually ended up using that whole 7 grams. Okay, and for this next round we're gonna single crochet 2 together and then do 2 single crochets. So go into the very next stitch and the next. Hold on, I don't want that stuffing. Do your decrease, then go into the next stitch, do 1 single crochet, and into the next do 1 single crochet, and do that all the way around. Single crochet 2 together and then 2 single crochets. Okay, and for this final round we're gonna single crochet 2 together and then just do 1 single crochet in the next. And then add polyfill if you feel necessary, and then do 1 single crochet in the next, and again do your single crochet 2 together and 1 single crochet in the next. Okay, the final step is you're gonna slip stitch in the very next stitch. Then you're gonna yarn off just enough to seam this up, and then to seam this up you're just gonna go in and out of every other stitch. So instead of going immediately to this one, I'm gonna scoot over to this one. And I don't think I needed more polyfill, so I am fine not adding more. Let's see where I'm right there, so I need to get over a little bit more. Probably could have left a stitch marker in there, but it's okay. And then when you make it all the way around, just pull. There's that stuffing in there, and just pull. And I'm going to go in that direction to lock it in. So I'm pulling that hole shut, and then you just pull it in the other direction. And now you can just weave this in as much as you would like. Then I make a knot. I make a second. And push it all the way in. Okay, we are going to work on the nostrils. So make sure that the nose sits like this, and then you're going to take this is the black yarn, go on the side, and then you're going to skip the first round and then go right above it. I'm going to pull all the way till there's a few inches of a tail left. Now I have the nostrils kind of angled, so I'm going to go just one stitch above. So I'm just covering that second round. Then I'm going to go over here. And then these are the increases. So there's 2 single crochets in a stitch, 2 in a stitch, and 2 in a stitch. I am skipping 3 of those. So it's 6 stitches in total. And I'm going to push or pull my yarn all the way. Not too tight to where you lose that nostril, and then go just right below. And I want to go all the way out to this tail. Like that. And just barely pull it. You are going to tie a double or triple knot. Okay, I have several feet of black yarn again. We are going to work on these eyes. Now, like I said, they are sitting between the 12th and 13th round, so you can follow the nose down to where it's no longer decreasing, and then there's 3 total rounds. So over here, this is my final decrease round. This is where it increases. These are those 3 rounds. And then you want to go out the side first, but you want the top. So really you want to count up 5 rounds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let me just go right there and see if that looks about right. So I'm out the side, and then I'm going out the top. And again, I'm going to pull all the way till there's a few inches left of a tail. Then I'm going to go 2 rows down. And you're going to keep going out the top. So you're just going to keep doing this until you like the size of your eye. And then when you are satisfied, you are going to fish your tail to where you started. And don't pull too tight because again, it's going to change your eye. Tie your knots. Okay, I have my several feet again, and then I also counted over my 6 stitches and just marked it with a stitch marker because I am going to turn this because I do want to go from like the side, and I'll lose my spot when I go to turn this. Like that. I'm going to pull it till I have my little tail a few inches. And I'm going to go right below it, so I'm not going to need a stitch marker. I'm going to go 2 stitches below, or 2 rows below where I want it, and then back out the top of the eye. And then you're going to keep doing this for about the same amount of passes as your other one. And then when you are satisfied, guide that yarn over to where you started. And you can always take your needle and kind of manipulate it. I think it's cuter when it's wider at the bottom and kind of to a point. Like that. And we're going to make it come to life by adding our white. Now go from the side, you're going to go out the top. And remember to leave a couple inches. So go down to the center and go back out the top of the eye. And then keep your finger on the eye so that that white just hugs the side. How cute is that? And then you are, since you're already at the top, you're gonna go halfway down the black. And then I just go out somewhere else. And then don't pull it too snug. There you go. Then you're gonna feed this tail to the top of your other eye. You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna come to the bottom and out the top of the eye. Then you want to go in the middle of this eye. There we go. And then just go out somewhere else. And nothing is permanent. You can always cut this out if it doesn't really look right. Then I'm going to feed this yarn back to the beginning where I started. Okay, now we're gonna barely shape this, and it's best to do this when this head is not attached, because when you want to pull on it to shape it, you're gonna tie a knot and it's gonna kind of create a little indent, and you wouldn't want an indent over here because then you're never gonna be able to hide it. So you're gonna look at your head and right in the middle. So right about there, that's where you want to go in. And you want to guide your yarn to one of your eyes. And remember to leave your tail. Okay, so I'm going to go out the bottom. Then on the inside, you're going to go to the top of the eye and over here to the top of the other eye, like that. And make sure that that stays to the right of the eye. Then you're going to keep this yarn to the left, go to the bottom of your next eye and out the side. Then you're going to guide this tail back to where you started. Then you are going to pull on these two strands. You see how it's tucking that one in? This is the shorter tail, so this is the first eye, so I want to make sure I'm pulling on that. There we go, it was snagged. Just gonna pop it back out. I don't want it that snug. So you just pull them in. So when you are satisfied, you are going to tie this. So I'm actually going to have to create a part 3 for this because I did turn this video into an hour and it just did not want to save. So part 3 will be attaching the ears to the head, we will be attaching the head to the body, and then we will be completely crocheting the antlers and attaching those to the head as well. And then by the end of part 3, you will have a moose Lovey. See you there. Bye, crochet friends.